This is pretty close to my heart because I can name 3 young men who've died of overdoses in the last 2 years. This is affecting all of us in communities all over BC. My training as a medical doctor also helps me in this regard because we've got to recognize that there's no one-size-fits-all solution. There are many different causes for people to be addicted to drugs and overdosing, and they include things like schizophrenia. People who are mentally ill are using a lot more illicit drugs than the mainstream population. We've also got the issues related to brain injury, because sometimes people who overdose don't get enough oxygen and their brain is injured, but they're back on the street. It's a very different approach to those folks, and they need to have the care that they need. So the underlying scheme here is let's treat the causes and prevent the harm. There's more than one cause. It can range from social isolation, through workplace trauma, through childhood trauma, and major diseases like mental illness. The other thing that we can focus on, of course, is making sure that there's a recovery program to get people off drugs, so people have the chance to lead a more satisfying and meaningful life without the burden of drug addiction. That will reduce the number of overdoses, as will our plan for prescription monitoring, so that people don't get addicted to drugs in the first place. Often it happens when they've had some kind of accident or a construction injury, and they'll go and get drugs from a physician, and then they end up carrying on with those drugs for more time than they should. Prescription monitoring programs work, and they need to be implemented in BC as part of a wraparound set of services to deal with this crisis and avoid the tragedies of overdose deaths.